Okay, so it's Monday night. Time is 9:52 p.m. at night. Um, it's the 29th of December. I found out the spirit that is inside of me, inhabiting me, is a Senegalese spirit. I kept saying words like okolo, 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 and different words, different verbiage, words I never knew the meaning of, um, in a Senegalese accent. And I just found that out by reading my book and seeing the two color empire written. And I was like, two color sounds familiar from it sounds familiar to the word that I've been uttering against my own free will many times. It would just come out. Okolo, okolo. I would say it without my permission. Um, so I was like, hmm. And then I looked it up and I heard an orator speaking upon it, and that accent sound very familiar to what I was saying out of my mouth through that spirit. Um, and I was wondering, like, okay, so now I know it's a Senegalese spirit. How did it get in me? I'm not Senegalese. I never even been to Senegal. My father not Senegalese. He never been to Senegal to my knowledge, or my grandfather, or my mother, to my knowledge. And my DNA test says that my people go back to Nigeria or Ghana, Nigeria mainly, and ancient wise Egypt. That's not Senegal. So I'm like, okay, why am I uttering this? Um, how did so now that I know it's Senegalese, where did this spirit come from, and how did it get inside of me? Because it's saying words that I don't even know the meaning to, you know. So now that's my next question. Now that I know, one time I was laying on my ground on my floor here in this apartment I just moved in. By the way, my neighbor across from me said that Haitians used to live in here before I lived in here. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Haitians are not renowned for doing voodoo. So I ain't know if that had anything to do with it, or it could have been some voodoo done on me in the past. I didn't, pissed a lot of people off in my life. So it would be no big whoop, big imagination, or strange imagination, rather should I say, for that to have happened. But I'm laying on the floor and I'm about to wake up, and I feel a kid beating on my chest, literally, like a kid. I even heard a kid's voice saying, "I want to go home," or something like that. I felt many presences in this room that I'm in my room here. Since living here, um, there was some Kool-Aid or some type of red liquid splattered on the wall in the living room that my roommate nor me ever put on the wall. Heck, we didn't even have no red juice to our remembrances, and we talked about it, like, how did that get there? You feel me? So a lot of different things go. Yeah, nah, this spirit, I can see it, I can hear it. It's in this room with me. I don't know what its problem is. I don't know what it wants. It seems like it's trying to fight me for my body. This vessel belongs to me. It don't belong to you. It belongs to me. It's my vessel. And you are my place. You leave. And I got to argue with this thing repeatedly. You know? So, yeah. I'm not sure how long this has been really going on. I've had a lot of supernatural, paranormal things going on in my life repeatedly at different intervals. I don't know why I'm so susceptible to this type of stuff, but I am. So now this is what I'm dealing with. Um, that's what it is. I heard a voice trying to say, "You're in my house." Boy, it don't pay rent here. I do. um, Heck, when I was laying on the ground, I had a dream that of something that seemed dead. It seemed like death, or some type of dead entity, and it said, "Let me in." I'm laying on the ground. I had a dream. I woke up and I went on about my day. Because you dead and I'm alive. You begging for life. I already got life. So, that's that. I want to document this. It's retarded. Holding the phone a little odd because the light's over here. But I want to document this, um, bless my parents, I'm their son, you know, It's Ra for short. Ra Ratazim. And I'm out. So I hope I get these answers to my questions soon. And this spirit, you can leave because you don't pay rent here, Buster. I'm gone.